What's up guys, it's Legend X Rona, and today I want to talk to you guys about the possibility of there being a Shaolin Monks sequel. A while back on Twitter, Ed Boon tweeted out a tweet saying next, ? With a poll with Kombat Pack 3, Mortal Kombat 11, and Shaolin Monks Sequel. Now, the winner of this poll is Kombat Pack 3 with Shaolin Monks Sequel coming in second and Mortal Kombat 11 coming in third, but the fact that Ed Boon himself acknowledged the idea of there possibly being a Shaolin Monks sequel is what actually surprised me. This is something that fans have been asking for quite some time now, and now this could possibly be something that we could see in the future. For those of you who've never played Shaolin Monks or even heard of it, the first Shaolin Monks game came out way back in 2005 for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. The game was a multiplayer, multi-directional 3D fighting game that was set on the events between Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. The story focused on the journey of the Shaolins, Liu Kang and Kung Lao through Outworld to stop the sorcerer Shang Tsung and prevent him and Shao Kahn from invading NetherRealm. Personally, I really enjoyed this game as a kid. Me and my brother put a lot of hours into this game. There's awesome fatalities and new ality that was introduced called Mutality. There were secret fights and there was even a versus mode. Overall, Shaolin Monks was a great game in my opinion, and I would love to see them make a sequel for this game with today's graphics. With that being said, what kind of plot could we get if we did get a Shaolin Monks sequel? As most of us already know, the original Shaolin Monks game was set in the original timeline between the events of Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, and as of now, there's a new timeline with the reboot that we got with Mortal Kombat 9. So with there being a new timeline and the first Shaolin Monks being in the old timeline, how they go about doing a sequel? Well, my idea for a Shaolin Monks sequel would be for them to just continue with the events of what happened after Mortal Kombat X in the new timeline. In the original Shaolin Monks, Liu Kang and Kung Lao were both the main protagonists, but in this new timeline, they're both now revenants, with Liu Kang being the new emperor of the NetherRealm. So I don't know if a Shaolin Monks sequel should entirely focus on them being the main protagonists again, considering that they're both now corrupt. But if they aren't the main antagonists in this new game, who could it be? Well, there are still two other Shaolins that they could choose from, and that is Kung Jin and Kai. And Kung Jin's ending in Mortal Kombat X, it actually says that he works on finding his cousin Kung Lao and helping him restore himself to his former self. Also, in Kung Lao's Mortal Kombat X ending, he wanders the NetherRealm on a path of redemption. So I know not all endings are canon, but maybe they can actually take these endings and make them partially true by trying to build off of these two endings and make it into a story for a Shaolin Monks sequel. And I feel that this will also allow them to add more character to Kai, considering the fact that he was cut from the Mortal Kombat X story and he wasn't put in. So maybe Shaolin Monks 2 could be a story with Kung Jin setting off on a journey to find and restore his cousin Kung Lao, with Kai joining along also to help restore Kung Lao and his former master Liu Kang. Of course, there will be many tasks along the way and many cameos from other characters. I feel that characters like Takeda, Jackie, and Cassie and the rest of the Special Force characters could make an appearance to offer their aid, along with mainstay characters such as Sub-Zero and Scorpion. I also feel that we could see some characters from the NetherRealm such as Serena, Ashura, and the Revenant characters due to them traveling through the NetherRealm. As I said before, I do think that Ashura will play a role in reviving the Revenant, so I think that she could play a major role in the story if this was actually something that they did as a story. Also, I think that Fujin could play a role in guiding Kung Jin and Kai on their journey now that Raiden is corrupt. Now, like any game, there has to be a final boss, so I think due to the journey, it would make sense for the new rulers of NetherRealm, Liu Kang and Kitana, to possibly be the final bosses for this game, and maybe even Raiden due to him being corrupt now. The previous Shaolin Monks game had a lot of secrets and secret bosses in the game, so I feel like it's only natural for the sequel to also have these two. So maybe like how Sub-Zero and Scorpion were secret playable characters in the previous one, we can get these secret chapters where you can play as Liu Kang and Kung Lao during their time in NetherRealm to pay homage to the first Shaolin Monks game. So these are my thoughts on what a possible story could be for a Shaolin Monks sequel. What do you guys think about us possibly getting a sequel to Shaolin Monks, and what kind of story would you expect to see from a sequel? Be sure to leave all your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Now, we haven't got any official confirmation that there will be a Shaolin Monks sequel, but it's always possible, definitely now that Ed Boon has already acknowledged the idea of there possibly being a Shaolin Monks sequel. Currently, Ed Boon and NetherRealm Studios have just announced Injustice 2 earlier today, which I believe was supposed to be done earlier this week, but due to GameStop leaking the poster, they decided to go ahead and release it early. Now, I do believe that we could possibly be getting more announcements or trailers soon due to the Mortal Kombat ESL finals and E3 being around the corner, so we could possibly be getting any kind of Mortal Kombat related news also in the coming weeks. So be sure to stay tuned in for any Mortal Kombat related information coming soon. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like. I very much appreciate it. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at LegendXRun and keep up with all things I do with my channel. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for all things Mortal Kombat. This is LegendXRonin, and I'll see you guys later. Recently, Mortal Kombat creator Ed Boon has been possibly hinting towards more DLC on Twitter by tweeting out tweets like, which male character did you miss the most in Mortal Kombat X, or which female character did you miss the most? Now on the males list, you can see that there's Baraka, Cabal,